Welcome you guys to the live stream tonight. We're getting close to the weekend, man. Today, I just had to jump on the live stream. Vinny's Talk, man. True crime talk. Hopefully you guys could like and subscribe to the video. Anyways, yesterday we learned about Kiely Rodni's autopsy findings of an accident by drowning. Now, I'm not sure if you guys seen what's going on with this mic. I don't know if you guys seen my other videos, but I really do feel like they didn't cover this right, man. They missed a lot of things, man, and this is very sad, y'all. This is not right, man. Something needs to be done in the town of Truckee, California. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but there's a lot of messed up things, and it just really upsets me. The fact that all these other things that are going on, like all these other missing cases come out, and they seem to release this information right after they release the information about the fire cams, right? We learn about the fire cams, and why is it doing that? Oh, okay. I'm not sure why I was acting up or whatever. But anyways, we learned about the fire cams and how they were affected, how we seen headlights, how we seen different scrambles and whatever the case may be. But I really feel like law enforcement messed up on this one, man. And we need to fight for justice for Kiely. I believe this is far from over. I believe we as people that want justice for Kiely still have a lot of questions and we need a lot of answers. You know what I'm saying? A lot more questions now, especially with what the frick, man? How can they explain to me, how can Sammy Smith say that she was intoxicated so much, but the tests prove, you know what I'm saying, she had low levels of alcohol, and this could be from decomposing, right? From being in the water so long. I just don't believe, there's a lot of foul shit that still crosses my mind, and I feel like they missed a lot, man. And the town of Truckee, they hiding some shit, y'all. They hiding some shit, or they doing something wrong, man. They something ain't right over there. The way that town functions, this shit goes all the way back to the Nevada count, the sheriff, you know what I'm saying? Kiely had no water inside it in her lungs to be. I don't know if you guys seen the report, man, but that shit was bogus as hell, dude. Justice for Kiely, man. And the more us YouTubers come out and talk about this, the more, we spread the word, because I feel like they really dropped this one bad, dude. This is just doesn't look good, man. So many people have so many more questions about this, and how can they just come out and all of a sudden say this is an accident by drowning when the evidence doesn't support that claim? Once again, these are just my opinions, but when you look at all the evidence presented, when you see the different interviews, when you see how come her car, why was her windows rolled down? Why was she in the hatch of her vehicle? Why didn't other levels of alcohol show up in her blood, right? In the report, it says that the levels of alcohol in her blood were low, moderate level of decomposed, right? And the most important thing is no water in the lungs. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me on that one, but I'm sorry, I just don't believe that. When you come out with news like this and so fast that I could believe and say that, hey, that this is true, right? These are just my opinions, but I mean, that's their statement. They're sticking with it. But can we fight this and bring justice towards Kiely, for Kiely? Because this is what it's all about, man. Justice for Kiely. And you know what I mean? They really missed this one, man, because if you think about it, we could take this all the way back. Like I said in my podcast before, guys, if you really want to be honest, where are all the people? Where are all the kids that were at this party? Why were they so silent? No one would come forward and say anything, right? All these people left the campground at Prosser. All these people left. Nobody said anything. Nobody knows nothing. This is the Truckee way, right? This is how we do it in Truckee, California. No one wants to talk. But if they believe, hold on a second. You guys, we are live on YouTube. If they honestly believe that this is truly an accident, then why wouldn't they release all the evidence? Why wouldn't they give us a proper presser, a proper press conference, right? After all this, I mean, the people of this case, that's people that have been covering this case, deserve that. Kiely deserves that. She deserves justice, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm very passionate about this stuff, and it's very it hurts my heart, man, because I truly want justice for Kiely, Gabby too. You know, all the people that, you know, the true crime people out there that are covering this as well, and it's just sad. Why were the people so quiet? How come we don't get you know what I'm saying? People don't come out and say anything about this kind of stuff, right? But the Nevada County Sheriff's says that this is a death ruled by accident, ruled by drowning. I'm sorry, but the way they went about this handling is not correct, man. I feel like they missed a lot. I feel like we deserve more answers. We have a lot of questions. You know, I have a problem with how they found her and how they could just say this to us, that this is an accident by drowning. How much liquor did she really have in her system when, in fact, in the autopsy says that she had low levels of liquor in her system when Sammy Smith says that, oh, you know what I'm saying, she can't drive me home, she's drunk, she's too drunk, she can't drive. But yet, the facts here prove that this is some foul ass shit going on, man. Why are people being quiet? Why are people not coming forward? Quite frankly, we don't know. We can't change the fact, but we can talk about it. We can send our opinions in, and we can make complaints to the Truckee team, to the Truckee, whatever you want to call that shit, all that bullshit. These are just my opinions, but this is the truth, because it really upsets me, man. The people out there that have, you know, YouTube channels that truly want to bring justice towards Kiely, for Kiely. You know, I know a lot of channels have been covering this, and they know that this is very emotional roller coaster of a ride. And every case that you true crime YouTubers cover, man, it's just one after another. And everything from the Quentin Simon to learning about, you know what I'm saying, the Fuentes story about her car going off in the ravine and going off the cliff, and all of a sudden we hear about this news, and then they release this news so fast. Man, I feel like they lacked, and you know what I'm saying, there's something that we don't know. They're trying to fucking cover this shit up. And I said it before, man. This is a major cover up, man. They're not telling us something. Somebody knows something over there, and they're not gonna talk about it. But guess what? The real people out there coming for you, y'all. Because you can only hide under the darkness for so long. Like I said, man, whatever's in the fucking dark, excuse my language, will come to the light. Well, God is a precious thing. God, whatever's in the dark shall come to the light. You know what I'm saying? You want to rule this an accident, but can't explain to me a proper explanation, a proper press conference to me about all these other things involved in this case. Like, for instance, like you spent all these hours, if you want to take a look at it, law enforcement, the FBI spends, I'm sorry, but I'm really passionate about this. I'm really excited. But they spend all these hours, guys. Ladies and gents, welcome to Vinny's Talk, man. We're talking about the Kiely Rodni case. We're live, right? He's like, damn, this guy's going. No. So anyways, you know, they're spending supposedly spend all these man hours, and they spend all this time down there by the campsite, by Prosser Reservoir, down by the lake there, by the reservoir, whatever you want to call it. They spend all these minutes, these hours. And you cannot say to me, you know, that you're gonna that you could have spent all this time and you couldn't find her. But a YouTube group, you You know what I'm saying? A YouTube group comes out there and finds her, and now, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to release the extra video. Supposedly, I don't know what they doing. I don't know what they doing, y'all. But y'all know something. Y'all know something, man. And that's going to haunt you until the day you die, because the facts are out there, man. The facts are in this report. You know what I'm saying? No water in the lungs, man. No water in the lungs. So what does that mean? That means that she wasn't alive when she went into the water, right? This guy's yelling. This is the only reason why I'm yelling. It's because I'm worked up. Your boy worked up, man. You know what I'm saying? A little worked up. But they just want to shrug this off like it's we don't have time for it. Oh, no, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to put it to the side. We're not going to talk about it. We released everything we had to release. We released the the fucking fire cam. We released all the other stuff, and now we want to give you this big surprise, right? We want to give you this big surprise of failure. But they didn't do their jobs right. So they want to give you this big surprise. Well, I'm here to tell y'all that my personal opinion is there was no water in her lungs. She went into the water already deceased, already passed, man. She was already gone, y'all. So what does that tell you? That tells you that there's some foul ass shit going on in that town. And whether or not you want to believe me, it's the God honest truth. We got to start looking to our leaders. We got to start being on YouTube, right? We got to start talking about this, because we ain't going to change this. You want to make a change, we have to stand up as a whole people, man, to make a change in the justice system. Nevada County sheriffs, man, they're full of shit. If you ask me, they're full of shit. Kiely don't deserve this. Kiely doesn't deserve anything they had. Basically pushing this underneath the rug like she never existed. Like they're trying to say, oh, we want the public to be quiet now. That's just basically what they're saying. We want, let the family be, be pieced out. They want whatever, you know what I'm saying? We respect the family, but we're not going to be silent because the justice hasn't been served. And this is some bullshit, man. All the different things that are going on in this case. And not one person that was at that at that party has said anything. But believe this, they will learn one day because they got to live with that shit. You seen something. You living with that in your heart. And guess what, man? One day it's going to come up, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to haunt you to the day you go, man. Karma's definitely a bitch. And it's not right. Now I said this on one of my other videos that how can you miss this whole being there, right? They were all these supposedly all these kids were there. There was no rangers, there was no security, right? There was no one there to actually secure the area, make sure people were safe. There was too many people supposedly. Sammy Smith says Kiely and her were drinking together. Now, Nevada County Sheriffs, can you please tell me how come this broad can't come and say what really happened, man? Because I believe, these are just my opinions, but I believe that she knows something. She has to know something. She was the one that was with Kiely the whole night. But she was too buzzed. she was too buzzed. These are Sammy's words. Sammy said, she was too buzzed. You know what I'm saying? She was too drunk to drive me home. But the autopsy clearly says low levels of alcohol, no contents in her stomach, right? Law enforcement searched the reservoir for thousands of man hours. Get this, thousands of man hours. ADP comes in there, Adventures with a Purpose comes in there and finds Kiely in about 20 to 30 minutes. So you mean to tell me that a third party comes in there and they find Kiely's SUV in less than 30 minutes, and you mean to tell me this was a drowning by accident? I'm sorry, y'all, but I have a hard time believing there's no foul play, no cover up, some going on, and y'all know what the fuck happened. Now, as far as I'm concerned, what even more concerns me, and trust me, we don't want this, we don't want to say this is, we don't want it to be foul play, right? We don't want it to be foul play. We want it to be justice. We want it to be the truth. We're not, as YouTubers, we're not out here saying we want it to be foul play, right? We're looking at facts. We're looking at, there's some shit that happened and they ain't talking about it. There's some shit that happened, but they ain't talking about it. But they just want to say that it's an accident just because of, you know what I'm saying? They too lazy to work when the fucking truth is right there in your face. Now, just wait a minute. I got something else. Kiely was cremated not long after she had passed away, which means being cremated means you get that first autopsy done, you get all the tests and whatever. Now, once you get cremated, can you really have another autopsy? No, it's a wrap. That's it. So I think once they knew that was happening, they kind of wiped their hands clean of it. So there, that just tells you that there's some foul ass shit going on here, y'all. And they covering some shit up. That's just my opinion, man. They know something, but no one wants to come out and say something. All these kids that were at the party that night, right? Supposedly was a lot of them. 200 to 300 kids. They're saying it was 300 kids at the party. But not one person witnessed this or seen anything of the sort. I call bullshit, man. Oh, I got a lot to say. Vinny D got a lot to say about this one. Because this one going on my spine all wrong, man. When you don't pick the wolf apart, you piss the wolf off. When you get into the wolf's brain, you ruffle his feathers a little bit. You ruffle it touched my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Nevada County Sheriffs. That's the coroner at the same damn time. Were they really investigating this? Or was it just something swept right underneath the rug? This the way. It's the Truckee way, right? How come when they decided to release the cameras or the infrared cameras at Prosser Campground, how come right after that they decided to release the findings of this woman here, Kiely Rodni's passing of an accidental drowning? I'm sorry, but I don't believe it. I believe some shit happened. My own honest opinion, I believe there was an argument that had happened. Sammy Smith probably got into an altercation that we don't know about. These are just my opinions, but it really seems some foul ass shit went down. I mean, she admitted to them fighting. They had a fight club, or not a fight club, but that's what it sure seemed like. A fight club. People were fighting. This is a normal thing for them to do down there at these parties where they get together as a group of friends and they play fight and stuff like that. Now check this out. You mean to tell me that you with someone the whole entire night? Sammy believes to be drinking with her the whole night, going off into little ravines and shit like that, and God knows what else they're doing. She said Sammy Smith said they were peeing together, maybe talking amongst themselves about certain situations, talking about whatever. Who knows what they were talking about? But you mean to tell me that I should believe this is an accidental death by drowning when they didn't find half of the alcohol, the content they are talking about, they didn't find in this girl's body? Now, back to what I was saying. They also said, Sammy Smith, we were drinking all night together. But, I can't. Sammy Smith said, I don't want to ride home. She's too drunk. I don't want to ride home with her. I don't trust her driving me home. This is a big problem, guys. So I don't see the, according to Truckee, is this a I didn't see it, this bitch didn't do it, I didn't see it, this didn't happen type of deal? Oh, we didn't see it. We're covering for each other. We didn't see it. It didn't happen. But yeah, Sammy admits they were drinking. She went off to find another ride. They came back. She came back. She said, we went off to do other things together. I made sure that when we got home, she said that Kiely was going, I don't know what she was doing, but Samantha Smith said, I got another ride from somebody else, but yet we don't know who that person is that gave Samantha Smith a ride home. Now, I don't know if that rings a flag, a red flag. I don't know what it is, but it rings a flag for me, y'all. I have a problem. How are you going to say that this was an accidental drowning when there was no water found in her lungs? How did she get in the back of the hatch of the vehicle? Some may say to Vinny, this was an accident, just accept it as it is. But you know what? Too much going on in this case for me to believe that this was an accident. Justice for Kiely, man. Amen to that. Now, if you guys took a look at all these cameras that were in Prosser, miles and miles of, pine trees, mountain range. Yeah, no water in her lungs, bro. Meaning, what does that tell you? That means that she was already passed by the time she got to the water. So if that doesn't scream anything foul, I don't know what else does. What's up, Sean? Welcome, man. Welcome. I mean, how can you be this naive to believe a group to them is 200-300 kids, 300 people at the campground, and not one person seen a thing. But yet, I'm sorry, but I'm very passionate about this. So I'm getting into it like a lot right now. But then you got a family out here partying, the Hispanic party that we learned about, We got supposedly all these kids out there partying, but we don't, you know what I'm saying? No one knows a goddamn thing, and everybody's scrambling around midnight or so. I think it was midnight, around 12:30, some shit like that. Last ping of the cell phone was supposedly around 12:30 something. I don't know what the frick it was. Around that time, right? It just really aggravates me because there's a lot of people that are covering this case and we're not getting the answers we deserve. We didn't get a proper presser, a proper press conference. They just release this information after they know all these other cases are going on. So they just slipped it right in the butter. Like the Truckee way they know. And these are just my opinions, but this is just how I feel, man. Justice for Kiely, man, because you know what I'm saying? This can't happen. We, as a people, need to come forward, make a complaint about the way they handled this case. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other fishy things that happened that night at that campground. If you read the story and you look at what happened, the supposed, all the people there having fun and partying, the supposed fights that were going on. Who was fighting? Well, no one really knows who was fighting because no one is going to say shit. All the videos, and get this, all the thorough searches they said that the law enforcement took, the thorough searches, let's say the thorough searches to believe that were searched the waters. That's what Sammy Smith said. That's what law enforcement believes that they did. They believe that they thoroughly searched the waters. Now, I'm not mistaken, but if you thoroughly searching waters and you coming up short, but you but this third party comes in and they find her in 40 minutes. I'm sorry, but that ain't no thorough search. God damn it. That's a mishap. And it sounds to me like this is some cover-up shit. But once again, whatever is in the darkness will come to the light by the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God. Sammy Smith says that she was the last person to talk to Kiely, right? She didn't even think to say, Kiely, I'm going to offer you a hand. I'm going to offer you a ride home. But I'm your best friend. But I can't give you a ride home. I'm not looking out for you. Suspect as fuck, dude. Sorry to say, but that is. Accidental death by drowning. Contents in her stomach saying peas and other shit like that. And low levels of THC, caffeine. I mean, that's what I was reading about. But all this talk about drinking, and she had all this liquor inside her, all this alcohol and all this other things, and that's not the truth, man. The truth lies within what you read, what they release. I mean, a lot of people could say, yeah, man, she is suspect as hell. To me, she is suspect as hell. And I believe that, yes, if we look at it one way or another, we can see how it could be an accident, right? But there's too many things that are so messed up about this case that just shows you that there's no freaking way, dude. We may be able to see how it possibly could be. We can never rule it out, right? But we need explanations, goddammit. We need word by word. How the fuck did this shit, how is it even possible that this shit is an accident? For me to believe that it's an accident, I'm sorry, but it's too impossible for me to believe that. Not with how everything went down. I'm sorry. And then when they're pulling her vehicle out of the water, God only knows how bad they're fucking up, picking the fucking. You seen how they picked the fucking SUV out of the water, damaging fucking evidence and all the other shit. I mean, come on, man. But yet, this is something we're not supposed to talk about. We're supposed to just let it off. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna let it off because I believe in justice. I believe in true justice for Kiely, man. And this all comes back to the first night. I'm sorry, the night that everything had happened. You take it back to how fucked up everything was in the beginning. And how sketchy, you know what I'm saying, Samantha was. How sketchy her other friend was. Do you officially? Yeah, I'm not sure, but all I know is that whoever's done this has to live with it in their heart, right? They have to live. Because, you know, when you do something in life, you could be silent for a little while, but in the back of your mind, and you know, deep down inside of your heart, this shit will fucking affect you. And you know what I'm saying? This shit might, one day, motherfucker might come out and say something. But until then, man, we're going to keep prying and talking about awareness and raising this concern of justice, because that's what we want. We want justice, and I'm not giving up on this, man. I'm gonna keep talking about it because I am very upset about how they handled this. Some could say that, you know, some could think otherwise, but that's just how I feel. It's the same thing in the Gabby Petito case. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. We found the truth out like a long time later. It wasn't like too long, but like I said, man, whatever's in the dark will always come to the light. But like I said, from the beginning of this, it was all fucked. It was all jazzed up from the beginning. You got the search out there, all these. Like I said, man, can you not? How can you not find if what doesn't point to fucking some suspect ass shit with the way they handled the investigation, and then they're releasing all this information about the Truckee Way and the cameras and all these other cases that are going on. They decide to release this information right now and call it an accident. I'm sorry, but it's just not what I believe. These are just my opinions, but I'm very passionate about it. But it's just not what I believe, man. The levels of alcohol in her system were not extreme to what these people were saying at the party. What at least what Samantha was saying. Samantha said she was drunk. She was falling all over. She couldn't drive. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. I need some damn water, man. Talking about yeah, man. If people really want justice for Kiely like I do, I feel like people need to get out there, keep preaching about this, complain to the Nevada County sheriffs, man. People out here, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe that this is the outcome of this shit, man. And when I say when you take it back to the beginning of everything that went down, how there wasn't security there and rangers that could prevent or see something like this in this magnitude happen. You think that something like this will go down that way. But I believe that maybe the cameras they thought were helpful, but I don't know. I mean, suspect as hell though. Oh, but trust me, the town of Truckee will find out. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know, man. Someone's gonna come out. Someone's gonna have to come out eventually, right? I know I'm not gonna stop talking about this case. I'm gonna keep raising awareness and justice for Kiely because there's no freaking way, dude. How is it possible? Could it all just be an accident, right? To say that my friend was so intoxicated where she couldn't drive and I didn't look out for her, but yet they found her on the bottom of a reservoir. And you can't tell me who did it. No one knows nothing. I'm sorry, but shit don't sound right. Shit don't add up. It's not adding up, you guys. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are like, man, this case is too exhausting, right? It's like, it's very exhausting, but you know what it is? It's the fight. The fight for justice is the exhausting part. But it's the strive that we want, because until the last breath, man, I'm a justice, because that's what it's about, man. And it's sad. It's sad because, just like you said, Sean, like, wherever will we ever get true justice? I mean, the more we keep talking about this, maybe one day we will. But I'm gonna keep talking about it because I'm just a little mad. I'm very upset, man. They didn't handle this. They didn't handle this right. No right human being deserves this, man. Kiely don't deserve this, dude. You take a look. You take a look at everything that happened, right? The whole town. They got a lot of explaining to do. But yeah, man, I just want to come up on here and talk a little bit about the case, my feelings, right? Sometimes I get really passionate and I start going ham on it, but it's just because I care, and I don't know, but all I could do is just keep talking about it, right? And the more I keep reading about this, man, it's just very disheartening to hear about this. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are talking about it, and I appreciate that, man. I like watching other different channels and true crime. The same thing that we're talking about for Kiely Rodni. It's the same thing that goes for Gabby. Well, her parents and her family deserve justice for Gabby, right? Will they ever get that true justice? Because now, Brian had passed on or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He did whatever, but I still believe in justice for all the families out there, man. Even Quentin Simon, man, the little boy, he didn't deserve that shit. That's a damn shame what's going on, man. That's a damn shame, man. But yeah, man, no water. The fact that they found no water in her lungs, something of that magnitude, was she really passed before she went into that water? We really don't know, but that's just my opinion. I feel like she wasn't. But the autopsy says she wasn't, right? I just don't understand how you have a good friend like this. Sammy says she's a good friend. She was drinking with her and all this other shit. Well, she doesn't have the decency to have her back or watch over her like a real friend should. Like a real friend should. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get up off the stream, man. This is Justice for Kiely's stream, anyways. And until the next time, man. Peace out. We love you guys, man. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Vinny's Talk.